Hello everyone, welcome to the Beer Garden again. This week you will see Sarah, Steve and Joe along with myself previewing the race cards of this Wednesday night. That will be quite a special meeting. That will be the final meeting in the 2021 year, and we will have 8 races at the Sha Tin held at the all-weather race course. I will also usually I will call it as the Festival of Thirds in Hong Kong. We usually have 3 to 4 meetings that will be like all the races on the all-weather track in Hong Kong in the whole season. So this time we will have 8 all-weather races on this Wednesday. So here comes the final meeting on this year. So maybe how about what do you think about the 2021? Sarah, do you have any favorite racing moment, and do you have any wishes in the coming year?
I do. It was quite the year here in Southern California. Luckily, in April, we were able to go back to the track as fans, which for Santa Anita, that was Santa Anita Derby Day, which was a very exciting day. And of course, I was lucky enough to go to the Breeders' Cup to watch some of the most brilliant talent race in front of me, which was amazing. Really, this past weekend, watching Flightline, who is a horse out here, one of the fastest horses, get his 3rd victory with double-digit margins. It's breathtaking to see that live. I've seen 2 of his races live, and I mean, it's just unbelievable, really. So that was probably one of the most exciting races to see. Well, both of his, just to come out like that, break his maiden like he did. And, there was a lot of questions of, well, he hasn't raced against tough company. He's, only ran in some low-level races, but then he just came out and dominated the field. So that was amazing to see. And I'm hoping, this coming year, I'm hoping that we can all, fight this COVID so we can all still keep going to the track. I'm really interested to see. Unfortunately, there's a lot of politics regarding our Kentucky Derby out here. So I think that'll be interesting to really see how our Kentucky Derby unfolds this year, now that they may or may not be allowing Bob Baffert to have any of his horses, in which he's known to have monster 3-year-olds. And he already does with, Corniche, just to say, one of the horses. So I'm interested to see that and how 2022 works out, and really how we clean up the sport here in the States. We've kind of had a rough month as a horse racing industry in the United States, with a lot of, drug issues and whatnot. And of course, the big trial going on with Service and Navarro. So I'm hoping 2022, we're going to clean it up, make it better, get more people, get a younger crowd at the track. And we'll see.
Yeah, just finger crossed. And Steve, how about you? Do you have any favorite racing moment in this year, and what is your wishes in the coming year?
I think I've just enjoyed everything, all the classics in Britain, the Derby, the Oaks, of course, and the Guineas, and the jump racing too. We really have a feast of racing. And of course, I enjoyed Del Mar as well. I really enjoyed the Breeders' Cup this year. I took more of an interest thanks to our podcast. I actually was much more engaged, and it was quite exciting to see. I didn't do very well, but it doesn't matter, because it's the spectacle that counts. And I think one of the highlights for me in the year was Torquato Tasso winning the Arc de Triomphe at 72-1. And of course, afterwards, you had a lot of the racing media suggesting, let's change in the time of year for the Arc, heavy grounds prevailing, and that some people didn't like the aspect of a 72-1 outsider winning. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, to me, that's what racing's all about, the unpredictable nature of horse racing. This is a great boost for the German breeding industry, and take the winner away from it. What did you have? You had second place Ternauer, who won at Keeneland and won the Prix Vermeil and the Prix de l'Opera, and in 3rd place, Hurricane Lane, as an Irish Derby winner, and back and forth, ADR, winner of the Epsom Derby. So had Torquato Tasso been a non-runner, you would have had the 2nd, 3rd and 4th that everyone would have expected. Just so happens that we had a German winner who relished the ground and was the best on the day. So fantastic. And for next year, well, yes, as Sarah says, would it be nice to have less controversial headlines with drug taking? I mean, even in France, there's some issues going on, and of course, yes, a nicer time all around, I hope. And of course, it'd be great to actually get all 10 races correct at Sha Tin and 9 at Happy Valley. Wouldn't that be a miracle? to have a blog that has 10 winners out of 10, but maybe that's asking too much.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. How about you, Joe? Do you have any favorite racing moment in this year and your wish in the coming year?
Oh, there's been a lot of great racing moments. We had Nick's Go winning the Breeders' Cup Classic. We had Rachel Blackmore on Manila Times winning the Grand National over the jumps, and that was a big deal because it was the very first female to ever win that race. We also had Love's Only You traveling all across the world and winning Group 1s everywhere. Very elegant, having not won the Melbourne Cup last year, and Chris Waller getting his first Melbourne Cup. There's a lot of great moments, but I think my favorite moment, just because, and I'm biased because we're doing the show, is Golden 60, because Golden 60, he reminds me so much of how Winx was so dominant in all of her Group 1s and Group 2s, and Golden 60 is just something special that you want to watch. And every time, even all the doubters like myself who didn't think he was going to win and ends up beating me, so now I'm like, oh, I'm on the Golden 60 train now. So yeah, I mean, I think that Golden 60, that whole HKIR this year, earlier this month was a special moment for I think all of us, because all of us got together to do this show. So I thought that was one amazing thing. And as far as next year, just to try to win more money and try to tip more winners, and that's all I could say about that.
Yeah, true. As in this year, we can witness some horses all over the world having quite good performance, and of course, Golden 60 in Hong Kong. But for me, my own favorite racing moment is because this year I own a horse for the first time. I become an owner, and I have a horse in Australia. Her name is Huso Susie, and I remember that in July this year, she scored her first winner, and I was really happy about this. That was such a really, really good experience. So maybe the audience, if you have any chance, you can also own a horse, maybe in Australia, maybe in the US. That is a really good experience. And also in the coming year, I really hope that every one of us can also stay healthy, and all the horses will be staying healthy to achieve some better achievements. And looking forward to the coming year, hopefully we can travel to US, and I hope to travel to US to see Sara and Steve, and also going to UK to find Steve, and maybe you guys can coming to Hong Kong, and we will go to Sha Tin or Happy Race Course together. So hopefully next year will be a better year. So for the Wednesday meeting, this time at Sha Tin, the Triple Trio races will be in race 4 to race 6. So maybe we're now talk about the first leg of the Triple Trio that will be in race 4. It is a class 5 race over 1650 meters. Sarah, what do you like here?
I like the 9 Lucky Victor. He's been improving well at Sha Tin, so I am interested to see how he's going to perform and take to Happy Valley track. You know, his last race out, he had a little bit of a difficulty. It was really a tricky race, but I don't think enough to really deter me from liking this horse. He's just been really running hard, and as a 5-year-old now going into a 6-year-old career, I think he's really found his footing here on the track. And really able to make some nice moves and a great turn of foot really in the stretch. He does get a weight break, which I think is going to help a lot here for him. So I'm excited to see how he will be running. He is jumping from barrier 2. I don't think that should be much of an issue though.
Yeah, right. Number 9, Lucky Victor, will be jumping from gates 2. I think this will be quite a good store for him, ridden by Keith Young. He knows the horse quite well. So hopefully he will have a good chance on Wednesday. And Steve, who do you like?
Going for number 3, London Lucky Star, drawn 5, Joe Moreira on top. Really hoping he can win today. I think he's a son of Holy Roman Emperor, and he's amazingly gone 24 runs without success, but he's run numerous good races. He started life off a rating of 72. He's exactly half that today, 36, a career low mark. And Moreira keeps the faith today. And he's, as I said, run various good races. His second run this season under Karis Thiessen was also excellent. He was running up to the mint from the 11 barrier. It was an effort deserving of a win. And I'm just hoping that he can actually win at the 25th attempt.
Yes, number 3, London Lucky Star. I think that he is quite competitive in class 5, and this time the gates 5 is finally a good gate for him. He is having quite a good chance on Wednesday. And Joe, how about you? Who do you like?
I went down the bottom. I went with Speed Force with Matthew Pooh, number 13. Look, his last win was really impressive. And even Mark McNamara, who called the race, was like, Speed Force, where do you come from? But he was also off the pace for a little bit. And you see the same form line or the same race with some of the same horses like Crown Avenue and Lucky Victor, who Lucky Victor, I think, is going to probably be a speedball in the race. So they're going to try to catch him. But I think that with the last performance with Speed Force, he's only going to get 53.5 kilos, and Matthew Poon takes off one because he's apprentice. I think he could do it again. I'm going to see if he could go back to back. That was his first victory in Sha Tin or in Hong Kong. And yeah, I think he could do it again. So I'm going to go Speed Force number 13.
Yeah, number 13, Speed Force will be jumping from gate 8. He's a last time winner, and this time he will be ridden by Matthew Poon. I think that he is still carrying a lightweight, so quite a good chance for him. And for myself, I will be same as Sarah. I also like number 9, Lucky Victor, and I quite like his recent gallop on the Christmas Day. He had a gallop with the stablemate Manstar. That gallop showing that the horse is progressing quite well, and I think that at this moment he is quite fit, and also we just mentioned he will be jumping from gate 2, which will be quite a good gate for this leader. So maybe on Wednesday, race 4, the pace will be a bit slow, so it may be favorable for Lucky Victor. So to sum up race 4, Sarah and I go for number 9, Lucky Victor. Steve's selection is number 3, London Lucky Star, and Joe's selection is number 13, Speed Force. So now we jump to the second leg. That will be race 5. Race 5 is a class 4 race over 1650 meters again. Sarah, who do you like here?
I like the one Solar Power. Jumping out of barrier 3 with Chan aboard. He's really, this horse has really improved quite nicely his latter half of his 5-year-old career. We're going to see how he really takes to the Happy Valley course. I think his early speed is going to extremely benefit him here out of barrier 3. And I really do see this horse being the pace setter here and leading the field. I just think he's a really strong horse, really nice looking horse. And watching some of the replays, he's just really proven and shown some great competitiveness and large fields. So I like Solar Power.
Yes, number 1, Solar Power. He is quite a consistent leader, always show really good speed, and this time jumping from gate 3 is quite ideal for him. And Steve, who do you like here?
Going to Joe Moreira again, number 2, Super Wind Dragon, drawn 12. Poor Super Wind Dragon. 5 races now, the last 5 barriers, 11, 12, 12, 10, and now 12 again. Cruel luck. But he's had good recent runs over course and distance. 3rd to Ultra Express, 5th to Infinite Power. Once again, you'll need luck from the draw, but he's the horse I like. And I think, why go down? Why start looking at horses drawn 7 or 8 if you don't like them as much? Stick with the horse you like. And, high gates, they're defied all the time in Sha Tin and Happy Valley. And who better to have on your side than the Magic Man? So, Super Wind Dragon for me.
Yeah, number 2, Super Wind Dragon, the class dropper. And the gate is a bit tricky, but Joe Moreira is recently on fire. He can overcome it. And how about you, Joe? Will you be same to Steve?
Yeah, as what Steve says, great minds think alike. I'm also on Super Dragon with Moreira also. Steve mentioned a lot of the horses he was up against, and even before then, in the last season, he was up against Killer Bee, Carol Street, who just won this weekend, First Responder, all at big odds. But then now I think he's going to get into form now. Even though it's barrier 12, I don't see it as a concern because it's 1650. It's a mile. I think he'll be okay. And the respect in the market for Moreira is showing because he's the second favorite. So yeah, Super Wind Dragon on top for me for race number 5 or 6. 5.
Okay. Race 5, yes. And here, the second leg for me, I like number 9, Win More Star. He will be ridden by Runma jumping from gate 2. This horse will be racing over the all-weather track in Hong Kong for the first time. Before this race, he had 2 barrier trials over the all-weather track again. And he also can also jump quite well and finish good. So I think that this horse is now more mature and now ready for a winner maybe. And I also think that gate 2 is quite suitable for him. He may be sitting behind the leader. It will be quite a good position for him. So I'm quite looking forward to number 9, Win More Star racing over the all-weather track. So to sum up race 5, Sarah likes number 1, Solar Power. Steve and Joe also goes to number 2, Super Win Dragon, and I will go for number 9, Win More Star. So let's jump to the final leg of the triple trio. That will be race 6. It is a class 4 race over 6 furlong. Sarah, who do you like?
I like the 3 here. Everyone's Victory. He's just a really nice looking horse. He has great early speed, which I think he's going to sit. I think he's going to really stalk the leader here in this field. It's a great turn of foot watching his past replays. He really knows how to click into gear at the right times. Coming down the stretch, he's coming out of barrier 12, which I think this is where his speed's going to benefit him the most, is he won't get caught behind a wall of horses, which he really shouldn't. And Bentley's aboard and has ridden this horse a few times and knows how to ride this horse. So I feel like he's going to give him a really nice and really competitive race here.
Yeah, number 3, Everyone's Victory, will be ridden by Harry Bentley. Again, this jockey knows the horse quite well. He's quite consistent over this course and distance. And Steve, how about you? Who do you like?
I went for number 9, Valiant Elegance. He's nicely drawn this time. Jerry Chow on board. He really likes the surface, and he scored over course and distance last time under Lyle Hewitson. Now, he had to work hard that day. He was drawn in barrier 9, had to really push forward, and very nearly got caught by Fiery Diamond, who reopposes. But Fiery Diamond, this is only his 3rd run, and sometimes they sort of take 2 steps forward, 1 step back at the beginning. So for me, Violent Elegance. And Jerry Chow is very handy, £3 claim. So he's effectively just up £2 for his last run, which was very, very good. So there's no reason why he shouldn't make back-to-back victories. Violent Elegance.
Yes, number 9, Valiant Elegance, is the last time winner. He will be jumping from grades 2, which will be quite ideal for this leader. And Joe, do you also like Jerry Chow's ride?
Yeah, I'm also on Valiant Elegance as well. I'm not gonna be on Handsome Boy or Handsome Guys because that's not me. But Valiant Elegance, I think Lyle Hewitson in South Africa was one of the best front running jockeys. He knows how to time it, and I think that Jerry Chow also has a win with them. Fiery Diamond and Everyone's Victory. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna go back to Fiery Diamond. When I watched that race and I thought that he was gonna catch him and almost did, I'm still not really convinced. And I think that Valiant Elegance is I think he is the only speed horse as far as the speed map to go. So yeah, Valiant Elegance for me, number 9.
Yeah, number 9, Valiant Elegance, he will possibly the only leader in the field. And for my selection, I will go for number 5, Fiery Diamond, ridden by Runmeier, jumping from gate 8. Just now, Steve and Joe also mentioned about that, because last time out, Fiery Diamond was beaten by Valiant Elegance. And I think that at that time, Matthew Poon was on board last time out. He could do better to be could have a better performance. So maybe this time he will be ridden by Runmeier again. Run takes the ride, and recently in this season, Runmeier, this Brazilian jockey, has quite a really good performance over the all-weather track. So I think that maybe he takes the ride this time, it would be a better chance for the horse. And jumping from gate 8, he can be also quite active in the beginning, maybe just like last time out, sitting behind Valiant Elegance. And I hope that maybe this time he can turn the table. So I will go for number 5, Fiery Diamond. So to sum up the final leg of the triple trio, Sarah goes for number 3, Everyone's Victory. Steve and Joe also like number 9, Valiant Elegance. And I will go for number 5, Fiery Diamond. So now let's move to our best bet powered by Racequant. Sarah, what is your best bet powered by Racequant?
I'm going to go to race 7 with the 3-horse Ultra Express with Moreira aboard. Moreira, I feel like any horse he rides, you can do no wrong picking that horse. He's a hot jockey right now, especially at Happy Valley. This horse has really been on fire at Sha Tin. So this is another horse that's going to be interesting to see him coming to Happy Valley and how he's going to race here. But he has really great early speed, which is going to benefit him as he's jumping from barrier 1. And he's just really proven a lot in his 5-year-old career as a competitive racehorse. And watching a lot of his replays, you get to see him progress throughout. And so I think he's going to go out on top with his 5-year-old career and a win here.
Yeah, Sarah's best bet will be race 7, number 3, Ultra Express. Currently, he is the favorite with 2-1. This horse is quite consistent over this course and distance. And Steve, how about you? What is your best bet powered by Racequant?
Well, it was a tricky one this time. I thought Violent Elegance was tempting in race 6 and even Chan Cheng Prince in race 7, but I ended up going for race 2, number 5, Silver Express. He won the Chevalier Cup last time. He had King Shield was last in that race. King Shield, of course, as we all know, much prefers dirt. He's got a 50% strike rate. He's 6 from 12 on the dirt. But he's got a tough task, I think, conceding £11 to Silver Express. He's a like the racehorse for John Size. And he's shown some improvement. Well, he's shown promise on the dirt. He was second in a recent trial to Majestic Star, which we'll hear about later. And so Silver Express, for me, Wagner Borgi's on board. There's only 7 runners. And I think if he shows anything like his turf form translated to the dirt, then he'll take some stopping. So for me, it's Silver Express.
Yeah, Steve's best bet is in race 2, number 5, Silver Express. Currently, the price is 2-1 again. And this horse will move to the all-weather track again and with well support by his turf performance. And Joe, how about you? What is your best bet powered by Racequant?
Best bet's going to be race number 3, the number 5, Amazing Teens. His last win was really impressive, going right past Toi Kun, beating him by half a length. And when you watch the replay of the race and you see just Amazing Teens head down and just really getting in it looks like he eyeballs Tycoon and then all of a sudden just passes him. I think that is a good sign. And he also draws number 1 and he gets Blake Shin aboard, so he doesn't have Wagner boards this time. You know, like I look at this race I look at the rest of the form, you know, he's running in 1200, 1650. So they're thinking that the distance was a concern until they got him up to the 1800. So they're putting him back in the 1800 again. So I'm going to take a small chance. He is the second favorite. So yeah, number 5, Amazing Teens, race number 3.
Yeah, so Joe's best bet will be in race 3, number 5, Amazing Teens. Currently, the price is 4.7. Jumping from gate 1 would be quite ideal for him. And for my best bet will be in race 7, number 1, Chan Cheng Prince. He will be ridden by Run Mai again. And this horse is trained by Francis Lui, jumping from gate 6 on Wednesday. Last time out was quite forgivable because maybe 6 furlong was too short for him. And also, this time up to 1650 meters. Again, he is unbeaten 2 from 2 over this course and distance. So I think that this time will be a better chance for him. So my best bet is in race 7, number 1, Chan Cheng Prince, and the price right now is 3.9. So to sum up our best bets powered by Racequant. For Sara, that is race 7, number 3, Ultra Express. For Steve, that will be race 2, number 5, Silver Express. For Joe, that is race 3, number 5, Amazing Teens. And for me, I like race 7, number 1, Chan Cheng Prince. And now we move to our value bet. Sara, what is your value bet on Wednesday?
My value bet comes in race 2, the 3, California Deep Shot. Now, race 2 is running at the 1650 meters, so this horse is stretching out, which I really think, you know, watching some of his replays and seeing how this horse gallops out, I think he's going to benefit a lot and probably race stronger at a longer distance. He is jumping from barrier 1, but he has good gate speed to help jump off, you know, keep off of that rail here. He's going back to a class 1. He last time out, he raced in a class 2, which he got a pretty nice second. It was a tough race. This horse has been racing his career this year against such tough company. And it'll be interesting to see how he, you know, going to the class 1, now he's going to get the drop in weight, which is definitely going to help. We have Ferreras aboard here. He's ridden him last time out to that second place at Sha Tin. So I think you're going to get some good value on this horse here.
Yes, Sarah's value bet race 2, number 3, California Deep Shot. Here, currently, the price is 7.2. And Steve, how about you? Who is your value bet?
Went to the last race on the card, number 7, Majestic Star, with Antoine Hamelin drawn 4. He's returning after 175 days off, and it's his debut for Danny Shum. He's trialled well. His latest trial over the dirt, he just beat Silver Express, who is my nap in race 2, beat him by a neck. And his turn form is good too from last season. He's a very light the racehorse. He was formerly with Rookie U. Has some nice form if you go back there. Just a handful of runs he's had. He looks very interesting. I thought When You Believe looked like the likely winner. Interesting to see Moreira take over from injury hit Zach Purton. And of course, Moreira was on Zarazon last time, who didn't run badly behind Sight Spirit, but Harry Bentley on board that one this time. But for me, yes, Majestic Star, I think he's interesting. He obviously looks fit enough looking at his trials. And if he hits the ground running, then who knows, we might have a nice good value bet at the end.
Yeah, for Steve's value bet is race 8, number 7, Majestic Star will have his seasonal debut here, and currently the price is $10. And Joe, how about you? Who is your value bet?
So I'm up against it because two best bets, Charene and Sara's, are in race 7. So my value bet is in race 7. So I'm going to go with Party Every Day, the number 10 down the bottom with Matthew Chadwick, who has had a win on the all-weather track at 1800 a couple months ago. I think that he's not carrying that much weight. I think he'll do okay. He has a wide barrier, but he's won out of a wide barrier. And I think this race, I'm just gonna say it. It's almost New Year's. Party Every Day. It's a hunch bet. It's also my value bet. So Party Every Day, number 10, race number 7.
Yeah, Joe's value bet is in race 7, number 10, Party Every Day. Currently, the price is $17. And for me, my value bet is in race 3. I like number 3, Champion Pal. He will be ridden by Jerry Chow. And this horse has quite a good form in New Zealand before coming to Hong Kong. He was quite good over the yielding track. So maybe this time moving to the all-weather track is also a suitable decision. And he also has an half-brother called Hypersonic, who also raced in Hong Kong before. Hypersonic was specializing in the all-weather track also. So I think that maybe Champion Pal will also like the all-weather track. And he ran 4th on his recent 2 starts. He should be competitive at the current rating. So I will go for race 3, number 3, Champion Pal as my value bet. Currently, the price is $17. So that's all for our preview of the final meeting in 2021. So we hope that you will enjoy our show, and hopefully we will have more winner. Good luck on Wednesday, and see you on the New Year Eve. Good luck. Bye-bye.